Good afternoon, my friends. So I've been reading some interesting reports coming from the cruise world this past week that I feel like just needs to be talked about a little bit more, and it's all centered around the strong demand that the cruise industry is seeing right now. I'm going to have a full open discussion and I'm going to break it all down the best that I can, which led me to cancel my upcoming cruise on Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas. I'm going to explain why and then some in today's video. Let's not waste any more time. I hope you guys are ready because I am. Let's go do this. Now, to be fully transparent before we get going here, I have not been on Icon of the Seas yet. I'm just going by videos I've seen on YouTube, articles I have read from cruise websites, and talking with a few friends that have already been on Icon of the Seas. Also, I personally do believe that the biggest reason why a lot of people are upset at the cruise lines right now, again, just going by these websites that I've been reading and talking with friends, is the inflated cruise rates. Currently, inflation is so out of hand right now. The new CPI report just came in last week and inflation came in hotter than expected. I just don't see inflation going down anytime soon. I still have some level of hope that inflation will go down a little closer to the election. But as far as the summer, I think inflation is going to get even higher than it is now, unfortunately. The main reason why I decided to cancel our upcoming cruise on Icon of the Seas really shouldn't be a surprise to any, but it's because of the insane pricing. I paid just about $7,500 for a balcony cabin. I just could not wrap my head around it. I should have booked this cruise 2 years ago when bookings opened up. I did not, because those people who were on the inaugural got the better pricing, which originally, before I rescheduled our first cruise on Icon of the Seas, we were supposed to be on the second sailing heading to Cozumel, Mexico. I decided to push that cruise back because life hit us and we were trying to do 100 things and we just ran out of time. We did not have any time to go on a cruise, so I ended up pushing it back. I called Royal Caribbean, I canceled, and that's why I always recommend when you book any kind of vacation, before you check out, always make sure you add that travel insurance, because if anything goes wrong, you never know what life can throw at you. You can cancel, you can rebook with no questions asked. So you call Royal Caribbean up, you say, hey, I would like to cancel my cruise. They don't even ask why. They make sure you have the travel insurance and they refund you 100% of your money right back to you. And like I said, I paid just about $7,500 for our balcony cabin, and that's before I added any of the extras like your drink package, your Wi-Fi package, your dining package, any shore excursions. Any of the extras was just about $7,500, and now they're going for even more. I just checked about an hour ago. It's going for $8,200 now, so it's even higher than when I booked it. Yeah, I could have saved a little bit of money if I went with the interior room, but you're still paying around $6,000 just for an interior room for a 7-night cruise. I just couldn't do it. Royal Caribbean spent $2 billion to build Icon of the Seas, and the company has to make that money back somehow. And we now see how the company is trying to make that money back. If you want to sail on Icon of the Seas, you have to pay the price. I don't think they're trying to price people out per se, like the Walt Disney Company is doing at the theme parks right now. I just think they're doing this for now because people who can afford to be on Icon of the Seas are doing that. But what's going to happen after the big summer demand? You're probably going to have to bring those prices down, because the cost to sail on Icon of the Seas right now, it's just absolutely insane. But if you're on the fence, just hold off for now, because I do have a feeling that Royal Caribbean will drop these prices after the big summer demand dies down and all the hype dies down. Because if they want to keep these rooms fully occupied, they're going to have to bring down that price. But if you're looking to vacation anytime soon, just do your research. There's plenty of other cruise lines out there. There's plenty of other amazing cruise ships. There's plenty of amazing itineraries. just look around, do your own research. If you have a travel agent, your travel agent should be helping you as far as pricing and just what you and your family wants to do for their vacation. And we'll see what happens in the future regarding Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. But yeah, I just cannot justify these prices right now. I'm glad I canceled. I'm glad I got my money back. Also, once I canceled and got my money back, get this, I was able to book our big cruise this summer. I was able to book a cruise here in a few weeks, and that was only half of what I paid to be on Icon of the Seas. So I put the other half back in my savings because we're trying to buy a house right now, and if you have ever bought a home, you know how it is. So it just wasn't right. I did not feel right spending this much money on a 7-night cruise. So half of it I put back to future cruises, and the other half I put back in my savings. And get this, I could even book a Mediterranean cruise with the 2 other cruises that I booked this year, and it would still be less than what I paid for Icon of the Seas. It's insane, right? I think I made the right decision. Oh, I know I made the right decision. You know, I do think these prices will stay pretty high, at least for the newer Royal Caribbean cruise ships, because you have Icon now. You're about to have Utopia of the Seas, the last Oasis class ship coming out this summer. And then you have Star of the Seas coming to Orlando next year, which is Icon's sister ship. I think regarding these new ships, just expect the pricing to be high, expect the pricing to be insane, at least for the first few years. And then hopefully once the demand starts to die down, Royal Caribbean will adjust these prices, but I just think inflation is really killing everything for us right now. Something else that I've been hearing and seeing is you have to pay for like pretty much 85% of everything aboard Icon, like the grab and go locations that are usually free on the other ships. On Icon, you have to pay for, which that's just crazy to me. But again, Royal Caribbean has to make that money back somehow. And that really cool obstacle course where you get to walk on the side of the ship over the water, which looks really fun. I'll definitely be doing that when I get on board, but that's like $90. I did hear that Royal Caribbean recently brought that price down, which I hope that's the case, because $90 each to do that, that's kind of insane. But that's just another reason why I just can't justify getting on this ship right now, because not only are you paying a very high price just for your room and the basic stuff, you have to pay for everything else. So you might as well add like another $3,000 to $5,000 on top of what you're paying for this room. It's crazy. We do have some cruises coming up, but for these cruises, we are trying out new cruise lines that we've never been on before, which we are very excited about. And something that I've been noticing, because I've been booking these cruises with the other cruise lines, because I'm so used to how Royal Caribbean does it, you do have to pay for like every little thing on Royal Caribbean, which once upon a time, I didn't really mind, but nowadays it just adds up so quick. And then you go to these other cruise lines, which are offering so much more all included, like Norwegian, for example. Your second guest is free. You get a $250 cruise credit and free unlimited open bar, airfare, and more, which is pretty cool. Currently, there's a lot of President's Day sales going on right now, and over on MSC's website, they're offering up to 40% off cruises, drinks and Wi-Fi included, and up to a $400 onboard credit. Right now, Virgin Voyages is offering up to 65% off, plus free drinks up to $500. Another reason why I can't justify spending that much money to be on Icon of the Seas right now is because I do personally think up until right now that Disney Cruise Line is the best cruise line to be on. I know there's some of you at home right now saying, Disney Cruise Line is for kids. I don't want to be around kids. You can actually do Disney Cruise Line without hardly seeing kids, and we've done it plenty of times. They have a adult only area. They have all kinds of really awesome experiences for adults. You have the rainforest room. There's just a lot of things you can do as adults on Disney Cruise Line. But I mean, if you do have kids, that is like the perfect cruise line to be on. And there's a lot of other really awesome cruise lines, and I can't wait to explore these other cruise lines coming up. But getting back on point here, I just can't wrap my head around paying what I paid to be on Icon when I could be on 2, possibly 3 cruises on Disney Cruise Line for the price that I would have paid. I mean, again, it's just insane to think about. I did find a few articles, and I'm just bringing this up because we are definitely seeing it play out right now in 2024. But from CNBC, they say cruise operators such as Carnival and Royal Caribbean said they're considering raising prices even more to close the gap between the price of cruise vacations and land-based vacation alternatives. Some industry watchers say the price surges show no signs of slowing, and boy, were they correct about that. Also from CNBC, December ticket prices are up 43%. Another thing that I found interesting from this article, they are saying the cost of labor, food, and fuel continue to rise, which is causing the prices to be even higher. From Fox Business, cruise lines selling into 2024 seeing strong demand. 31.5 million people sailed on a cruise in 2023 compared to 2019 before the pandemic, when 29.7 million passengers cruised on cruise ships. That's a pretty big difference, and it's expected to be even higher this year in 2024. A lot of experts are saying more people are choosing to cruise because of how expensive round-trip flights are right now. The average price for a domestic flight, $306, and a European flight, $1,167. From Business Insider, cruises will be super popular next year. Be prepared to fight for a pool chair, and I absolutely agree. More cruise ships will sail fully booked in 2024 than in 2023. That's crazy to think about. Norwegian and Carnival's parent companies have said they're running low on cabins. What? Yeah, it's just a crazy time that we live in currently. Everything is very expensive. If you want to be on vacation, expect to pay the price, because everybody deserves a vacation. Everybody needs to be on vacation every now and then to be away from your normal day life, escape work, be by the pool, be on the beach, drink all day, eat all day. Vacation is great, but unfortunately, it's just very expensive if you want to be on a cruise or if you want to fly somewhere. I mean, plane tickets are just as expensive right now. It's just crazy. But I am so interested to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. Start up a conversation. Let me know your thoughts on this subject matter. Did I make the right decision by canceling this Icon cruise? And you know, I do plan on being on Icon one day. I just need this price to go down, because again, I just cannot justify this price when you can do so much more with that money, and you can spend less by doing these other things than being on Icon for a week. Let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to get on here today to share my thoughts and opinions with you all and let you guys know that I won't be going on Icon anytime soon, but we do have some cruises and some trips coming up. We just have to get into the month of March. That's when the fun will start happening. I know quite a few of you are subscribed to me based on my cruise content. I promise there's going to be a lot of cruise content coming your way. We have another big cruise coming up this summer that I just cannot wait to share with you all. I am very excited, and we are both counting down the days. Also, let me know, are you planning on cruising on Icon of the Seas? Have you been on Icon of the Seas? What'd you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you go back? Let me know down in the comments as well. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel in so many different ways. I love you guys so much. Please remember, it's nice to be nice in YouTube. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.